Hi, this week we're going to talk about inferences. We infer on a regular basis, and we do it whenever we created implied main idea sentences, right? It's not directly stated. We have to look at the clues the author gave us. We have to bring our prior knowledge to the table, and then we make an educated, valid inference. Sometimes it's called reading between the lines. Okay? We have to understand these so that we get a full understanding of what the author means. Okay? Sometimes they're called drawing conclusions, educated guesses, although they're not a guess. If you think of it as a math equation, it's author's clues plus prior knowledge equals inference. And we do it with everything, with people, with songs, in TVs and movies, and we also do it in text. Okay, so I want you to pause the screen, look at the picture, and then figure out what two inferences are most logically based on that information. Go ahead and pause. Okay, so let's check and see if you were correct. A and D are the logical inferences. A, we could logically infer that because the help wanted sign shows that the restaurant's understaffed. And then we can infer that the restaurant can't provide patrons a good dining experience. And then D, whoever is running the restaurant's not doing a good job is also a valid inference because our prior knowledge tells us that good managers can hire and retain qualified employees. And with the help wanted sign, it suggests the opposite, that there are a number of employees that have been fired or quit. So the lack of staff has caused the couple to decide against dining there. It's no way to run a business. So A and D are logical inferences. Okay, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to pause, read the paragraph, and find the two inferences that are most firmly based on the information given. Go ahead and pause. Okay, so let's see if you're correct. C and E were the logical inferences. The professor knew there was more than one way to punctuate the words. Okay. He chose that particular sentence and smiled while writing the words. We knew that the professor was aware, okay, of more than one possibility. And then male and female students had different responses to the sentence. So gender was that only apparent difference among the students. So we can conclude that it caused the different responses. So C and E, we took the clues, we brought our background knowledge, and then we made the logical inferences. Okay. Try this one. Pause it and find the three. Okay, so let's see how you did. B, E, and F are the logical inferences. B is because Albert tried to pet the rat, we can infer that he wasn't frightened. E, we can infer because the noise appears to have changed Albert's attitude. So we can infer that he associated the noise with the rat. And then F is a logical inference. Since the noise is what made Albert afraid of the rat, we infer that he was afraid of the noise. And our prior knowledge tells us that babies are likely to be frightened of unexpected loud noises. So B, E, and F are valid logical inferences. Okay, so some guidelines when you're making inferences, you want to make sure that you keep that available information in the forefront of your head. Base your inference on the facts. You should be able to go back into the text and point and say, the author says this, and I know this, so I made a logical inference. Okay? But make sure you're thinking of some alternatives. Consider all the facts, read the paragraph closely again, and look at all the possible explanations. Okay, we make inferences in graphs and tables and charts all the time. Um, And authors of textbooks use these graphs and tables and charts to organize large pieces of information into them. They show comparisons or how things change over time. So if we look here, I want you to pause and see if you can find the three inferences that are logically based on that graph. Okay, so your answers should be 1, 4, and 6. And if you didn't pick 1, 4, and 6, I want you to go back and look and see if you can figure out why you picked the incorrect ones. Okay, so a lot of ideas in reading are implied, so we have to make inferences. We use the information provided and our own experience and our own logic to make these inferences. So you're going to be getting email with some practice making inferences and some pages in the textbook. So be on the lookout for that. That will be coming tomorrow or Tuesday. I just wanted to give you an overview in this email. Please don't forget to come to virtual office hours if you have a question. It's much easier to be able to talk through it through voice and picture rather than an email where the tone gets lost. So if you can come to one of this week's virtual office hours, they're Tuesday and Friday, and you have a question, that would be great. Okay? So I will talk to you soon. I hope you are all staying safe. Bye.